what was a really hard new mom moment? Like one of those moments that you'll just never, that you just broke down crying, that you just, one thing just set you off and it was the thing.
I mean, I feel like it was, my triplets were probably about, I don't know, 5 weeks old, and it was the middle of the night, and my boys were they would not stop crying. Nothing worked. And it was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And then I'm crying. My husband's trying to figure out what to do. I'm the one with the milk. I don't know what to do. They're not taking the milk. Like, it was just like, it was awful. It was just so awful. But it was like something that I can look back on. I went, that was the worst. Like, that moment was the beginning of just like lots of really hard mom moments, you know?
Wow.
I think similarly for me, breastfeeding, because I was so set on doing it. Everybody said that, the babies love breast milk. So I was so focused on that.
Mine likes that breast,
I was so focused on breastfeeding, and it just wasn't working out for me. And, it was supposed to be this really natural process, or at least that's what I thought. And I just remember just trying to like stuff my boob in her mouth. I'm like, come on, this is it. This is the moment you're waiting for. And nothing happening. And, just like Desiree said, she was so upset, and telling my husband, you got to go out and get some formula. I don't know what's open right now. It's like the middle of the night. Maybe there's like a 24-hour place, pharmacy, and just sending him out because I was so desperate. And the breastfeeding, eventually somebody said, hire a lactation consultant. I don't think I even checked how much does that cost, because it is expensive, right? But that lady, the minute she walked into my apartment, I was topless. She's like, can I just hold I'm like, yes, hold my boobs, whatever you need to do with these boobs, they're yours. Because it's such a point of desperation when you're fixated on doing something and it just doesn't work. And you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
Did you get it to work?
I got it to work.
Good
yes.
job.
Yes. This lactation consultant brought a little scale, and she's like, okay, your daughter weighs, 7 pounds. And then after she showed me how to do it, then she put her on the scale again, and she's like, now she weighs 7 pounds and 8 ounces, or whatever it was at the time. And I was just like, should I get myself a scale?
Wow. That's crazy.
I did not buy a scale. But again, you don't know what you're doing. It's all new to you. And, in the very beginning, we supplemented with formula because it just brought me some peace of mind. I knew she had gotten what she needed while I was getting the hang of this breastfeeding business.
Yeah. We are soul sisters. I know that whole scenario really well. I had the same thing. And then my daughter had reflux, horrible. So those early days, it's just like screaming, crying, and just the projectile just across the room. Like, how can something so tiny make such volume and make it so far? It's just fascinating. And I just remember it was just one of those days where she just, same thing, like would not stop crying, couldn't get her comfortable. I was already having a hard time breastfeeding, so I was beating myself about that. And I just, how you get something in your mind? Like, all I wanted to do was make meatloaf. I wanted to make my own dinner. I wanted to eat my own. I wanted meatloaf and mashed potatoes, and I make it really good. And that's all I wanted. And I ended up calling my mom, and I couldn't even talk. I was like, she's like, what is that? I go, just want meatloaf. And like, she's like, I'll be right over. And she came over, took the baby, sat in the other, and of course she stopped crying once Nana showed up. And, I got to do a load of laundry and make meatloaf. And it was that was the day. I'll never forget. I'll never look at meatloaf the same because I was so desperate to make it.
Do you tear up a little bit when you're having meatloaf now?
No, I'm very grateful.